Bitch, I got problems on problems on problems on problems on problems on problems. I solve them. I run through the money, the pressure be calling. Left on my blessings, I feel like I'm falling. The birdie is back. Tell me I'm garbage. I'm going through something. That's why I ain't calling. Phone and progression, it's all that I wanted. The phone and affection, I summon and dub it. Cause bitch, I got problems on problems on problems. Baby, I'm howling for you. Yeah. Throw the ball to the stick. Swing it.
We've got basketball action from New Orleans Arena, home of the Pelicans, here on 2K Sports. Now a chance to check out tonight's starting lineups. And guys, taking a look at Tyreke Evans, what are your thoughts on him?
Well, I think the biggest strength for Evans is his penetration and finishing ability. He's a strong kid, deceptive ball handler, and he uses those shifty moves to get into the lane, and then that strength allows him to get to the basket and finish.
Man, the creativity as a finisher, really, really impressive, not to mention the strength. I mean, that's a lethal combination. He can finish with power or go finesse on you.
So for the Thunder, their last game, a win against Portland.
And they did just what you have to do as a road team. Guys, they never allowed any momentum to build up against them. Seemed like every time they took a punch, they had a counter.
You'll like this, Steve. Reverse spurtability, we call that. They had any defensive lapses, they immediately made up for it with some instant offense. There were high hopes for New Orleans in what would be their final season as the Hornets last year, but they ended up struggling in part because they didn't win at home, but also they had some injuries that affected the team as well. They had the fewest home wins in the entire West.
Now here is Holiday. Boy, was he something else against Dallas. Dishes it to Gordon. Back to Holiday. Outside Gordon. Rockets hits. And the rejection by Ibaka. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pelicans will. Retain possession. Five to shoot. Off the inbound pass. Anderson's shot is off. And for the Pelicans, injuries definitely put a hampering on their hopes for the season. But Steve, even then, you would have thought they would have been tough at home, and they really were.
Yeah, how about that? Only 16 wins at home. And if you can't at least go 500 in your own building, you're on your way to the lottery. But that's okay. New Orleans has added some pieces. Drew Holiday comes in. Because of that lottery pick, they were able to trade. This is an interesting young team.
Durant with the steal. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. Durant's got the ball. Westbrook. And goaltending is going to be the call. So they get the basket there anyway.
You always like to get that first lead of the game.
Yeah, you know, Steve, a good way to set the tone early on there.
Looking at the last game for the New Orleans Pelicans, it was a win against Dallas.
I thought the way they attacked the rim and got into the paint was phenomenal. It seemed like after a while, the defense just kind of waved the white flag.
That's exactly what will happen when a team continues to attack the goal and come away with layups. It demoralizes the defense.
5 on the clock, and it's Gordon penetrating. Knocks it down from 7 feet.
That is a terrific effort on the shot. He's giving up a lot of size, but still finds a way to score.
I don't think that affected him in the least, though, Steve. I mean, he made it look like he was the bigger guy. Injury has always been the big concern when you talk about Eric Gordon, but if you're a team, you have to roll the dice on him just because he's such an explosive scorer when he's healthy.
Here's the great one. After Eric Gordon's bucket. The great one. Shot's good by Ibaka.
You know, down there in the low post is where you really want to create a lot of your offense.
Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Well, going back there at Gordon Clark, you said roll the dice, and roll the dice the Pelicans did, matching the Suns' max offer, Steve, to get him.
Well, you know, he's had a history of injuries, and so it made the decision from New Orleans a little more difficult. And if you're Phoenix, you look back on it now and you think, well, maybe it's a good thing New Orleans matched, because Gordon missed most of last season in New Orleans.
Stolen by Anderson. Holiday against Ibaka. Holiday, the pass to Davis. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Pelicans on D. And going against Oklahoma City, their first meeting of the year.
You know, this game kicks off a 3-game season series for these clubs. Definitely both looking to get that leg up tonight.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Kevin, I had a chance to catch up with Scott Brooks. Going into this game and scouting the opposition, he told me he's a huge fan of Drew Holiday, saying, you know, Drew's still a guy with so much potential. You just don't see that many point guards with his kind of frame. 6'4", close to 2 bills, and a great skill set to match. He's a guy you love to watch, but you often hate to go up against. Kevin, we'll see if he can have a big impact in this one.
Thanks, Doris. Here's Westbrook. Following the basket by Anthony Davis. Durant dishes to Westbrook. Shoots from the line, and the shot is good. That's right, Steve, and even though they may not be the fiercest of rivals, it doesn't mean both these teams, you know, Clark, are hungry to start their series off right.
And you know what, another thing, who knows, guys, the 3 games between them could end up having an influence on how the conference playoff picture shakes out.
Here's Gordon, following the basket by Russell Westbrook. Now here's Gordon. Smooth as silk on the finger roll. Gordon's got his second bucket.
Little touch of class there, guys. The end of that play with the finger roll.
Here's Westbrook. Playing Portland, he was nearly unstoppable. Pass to the great one. Durant, covered by Evans. Puts one up from 19. Off the left rim and out.
Boy, we don't see that too often. No defender on him, and he just clanks the open jumper.
And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Well, what you love about Drew Holiday is his strong body, his size at the point guard position. He's about 6'4", still very young, but an all-star last year. I think he's only going to get better.
Both free throws good from Holiday.
And, you know, Drew Holiday, guys, in Philly is called by some people the Drew. But he still has work to do. I like his talent and his demeanor. He's developing as both a scorer and a playmaker, which is tough for a young player to balance those 2 skills. But I think he's got a chance to be special.
And what do you guys think about his comments after their last game?
Well, I thought the remarks were perfect, Kevin, because he basically showed thanks for the accolades he's gotten, acknowledged that he's pleased to be recognized, but at the same time said he has to keep pressing forward and he has to keep getting better. And that's what all the best players do. They constantly work on their games.
The pass to the great one. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Durant. Here's the great one. And he misses the go-ahead basket.
Well, he's wide open there, but really struggles from that range. Maybe there's a reason he's open.
Kicks it to Evans. Back to Holiday. Right side, Gordon. 6 on the shot clock. Shot is no good. Great D that time from Westbrook. The great one passes to Ibaka. Feeds it to Durant. And they take the lead.
You know, that's one way he can finish, but not the only way. He's got a lot of tricks up his sleeve.
The Pelicans trail. Holiday with it. Averaging 16 points a game. Baseline jumper. And that one's good. So here's Westbrook.
Do it now. I told you, do it now. Let's go. You wanna hate? Yes, I do.
That's not as easy as it made it look, guys. You've got to have some skills to pull that baby off.
Well, he's got plenty of those skills necessary for him.
Oh, you know it. The guy can climb the ladder, can't he?
Now here is Holiday. The feed to Davis. Holiday with it. Westbrook picks him up. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Rejected by Westbrook. But he gets it back. Great D that time from Durant.
It really depends on them to convert those chances. A lot of times, even with solid D draped on him, they expect him to make it.
And a chance now to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for Oklahoma City.
Well, you have to admire their intensity in the paint defensively. I mean, really contesting and even blocking shots. Definitely a factor early.
Also, we've seen them have active hands on the defensive end. They're putting a lot of pressure on the ball and coming away with some steals.
Goes up again. And Davis can't get it to go.
I like the work there, contesting that shot that looked like it was going to be easy, but they forced the miss.
You know what? He got it in close, but couldn't finish in traffic.
Now here's Westbrook. He has 6. Westbrook double team. Pass to the great one. Durant kicks to Westbrook. And it's rebounded by Drew Holiday. Holiday's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Eric Gordon on the wing. From outside the arc. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. That's 7 points for Eric Gordon.
He's having quite the quarter here, guys. I mean, shooting the ball extremely well. You know, you look over at how tough the West has been over the last decade or so, and my, you've never seen a team dominate that conference the way the Thunder did last year. They were on the roll.
Now here is Holiday after the miss from Perkins. And that basket is going to count. Goaltending, the official call.
He didn't get to that one.
And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. He dishes it to Jackson. Pass to the great one. Back to Jackson. And there's the pass to the great one. 6 to shoot. And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a three-point play. The record for the Thunder against the West, 39-13. Just numbers that you never really see for a team playing against what is always, Steve, a very tough Western Conference.
Well, just to give you an idea of how good the Thunder were in the West last year, I mean, you'd have to go all the way back to the 08-09 season to find another club that had more than 39 wins against the West. That was the 09 Lakers, of course, who went on to win it all.
Backcourt, Holiday and Gordon. Evans and Anderson, the forwards. And it's Davis in at the center. That's the Pelicans' 5. He kicks it to Durant. Gomes up top. That's the free fly. And it's Anthony Davis with the rebound. Davis has got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Eric Gordon on the wing. That one off the back iron and out. Oklahoma City leading by 4. Down low. Gomes. He's guarded by Davis. That's good. Gomes has got 7.
They are so productive in the low post right now. 8 straight points have come inside the paint.
That's bully ball they're playing there.
Gordon with a screen on Jackson. Outside Holiday. In low to Davis. The kick out to Holiday. Pulls up on the wing. And good on the basket. Look at 8 points for him.
Whatever their plan was defensively that time, it didn't work. Not if it results in that shot.
And here's Jackson. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. There's the dish to Gomes. Back to Jackson. Elbow shot is on the way. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
I'm not sure about that shot, guys. The defense really all over.
Outside Gordon. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Well, you know, Eric Gordon, when he's healthy, is really an explosive and efficient scorer. He's able to spread the floor with his three-point shooting, and he is relentless in attacking the rim for hoops when he's healthy.
Kendrick Perkins, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Westbrook comes in for Reggie Jackson. From the sideline, let's catch up with Doris Burke.
Hey guys, the great one in their last game against the Trailblazers was simply terrific. He finished with 25 points and added 3 rebounds as well. It was the kind of game that coaches love because he was a big factor in every play, it seemed.
All right, Doris, thank you. It really was a stunning performance, Clark. He was at his absolute best in this game.
Yeah, and the only thing about having a game like that, Kevin, is that it's almost impossible to duplicate it here tonight.
Well, nobody's expecting that, Clark, and they don't need him to do that. If he's even half as good as he was that night, it should be enough.
Holiday goes in. Westbrook with the nice D there. And Gordon standing just 6'3", but with his powerful frame, he's able to power his way off into the rim.
Yeah, he's so good using his strength to get inside and draw contact to get to the line and finish plays in which he's been fouled.
Now we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. Taking a look at Oklahoma City. They like where they stand right now, perched in that topmost position. And checking out New Orleans. They have a lot of ground to make up.
You know, right now for the Pelicans, they found wins really hard to come by. I mean, so far it's been the same story. They're one of the teams that is still looking for answers.
And after an offseason where they'd hoped they'd made some strides, the early returns have not been good, Clark. We'll see if they can get things heading in the right direction.
Here's Holiday after the made shot from the great one. That is good. Evans has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. The Thunder leading by 3. Now Westbrook. He has 6. He passes to the great one. Back to Westbrook. Fires the 3. Pelicans pull it in.
This game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding is one thing that they've been able to dominate.
Yeah, they chase down that pumpkin often.
And the foul called on the great one. That is his first foul of the game. And the Thunder making a change here. Lamb's checked in. Here is Anderson. Last game with 30 points. Holiday dishes to Anderson. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Holiday's got 4 assists now tonight.
Well, he's got that quick trigger, a very quick trigger on his shot, and it doesn't hesitate to pull up as soon as he gets his hands on the ball. He's a very aggressive player.
Well, defensive pressure is always going to be at its weakest in that instant when the pass gets there. So having a good feel for the catch and shoot serves him well.
And that one's good. Westbrook.
All the points these defenders are allowing inside is inexcusable. That's 5 baskets in a row, and they've all been practically lay-ins.
Yeah, they've got to harden and toughen up down there, guys.
Here's Holiday following the basket by Russell Westbrook. Evans attacking. They swipe it. Durant kicks to Lamb. And the 3 ball is good. Now it's a 5-point Thunder lead.
You know, even though he doesn't really have the long-range ability on a consistent level, he can knock down some open ones.
Evans outside. Pass to Davis. Makes the lead pass. Holiday. Evans passes to Gordon. And he jams it with authority.
He is an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
You know, he picks the simple one-handed stuff to get the 2 points.
Well, those could be an important 2 points, too, guys, in a close game like this one.
Now here's Perkins. Looking for his first basket still in this one. The great one passes to Westbrook. Lamb. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
Pelicans last season were dead last in steals, guys, and you would think with a defensive anchor like Anthony Davis inside, they'd feel more comfortable pressuring the passing lanes, but it just didn't seem to be the case for him.
And here's Gordon following Jeremy Lamb's 3. And Holiday kicks to Gordon. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. 14 points for Eric Gordon.
What a job he's doing here. I mean, his second quarter has been even better than his first, and that was pretty good.
And Clark, as you said, with the then Hornets, now Pelicans, last in the league a year ago in steals per game. And Steve, overall defensively, they just struggled mightily.
Yeah, 3rd worst defense in the league last year. They allowed a lot of open threes on the perimeter. Some of that is just, you know, the young team and going through the growing pains. But I think, you know, with the shot blockers inside, you have to apply more pressure on the perimeter.
Here's Fisher. Ibaka outside. Passes it to the great one. It's stolen by Calderon. Oh, that's blocked. And out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession. Oklahoma City's gotten fewer than half of their 3-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Fisher with the ball. Now the pass to the great one. He feeds it to Fisher. Just 5 to shoot. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Here's Lamb. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. New Orleans has gotten it going from downtown in the second quarter. They're 3 of 3 on 3-pointers. And that misses. That would have put them up.
And they forced the miss with that good defensive rotation. They're playing well together as a unit.
Screen by Ibaka. Lamb passes to the great one. Dishes it to Fisher. Here's the three. They get it back. Ibaka takes it off the glass.
You see the defense get caught standing around that time, giving up an easy second chance bucket.
Simply need more of an effort on the boards there, Steve.
Rivers dishes to Evans. Nails the close-range fadeaway jumper. Evans has got his second bucket tonight. The Thunder with the lead. And here's Fisher. Pass to the great one. And he was fouled on the way up. Free throws now for him.
Really an extraordinary game for the great one. He's got 10 points and a couple of nice steals, too. Whether it's making the tough pass or coming up with the steal, he's been able to do it.
Well, he's had a great feel for the game today, for his teammates, for the situation, for his opponents. I mean, he knows what's going on out there.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Davis has checked in. Both free throws good from the great one.
You know, free throw shooting is always critical in terms of outcomes of games, and the Thunder last year often had an advantage at the line. Not only did they get there at a high rate, they made their free throws at a high rate as well.
Calderon kicks to Evans. Feeds it to Davis. Shot clock at 6. Evans. Shot high post. And Durant sends it back. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. There's 42 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Best shooting team at the free throw line last season by a good margin. Clark, you're right, the Thunder shot 83% as a team. Very nice percentage for any player, much less an entire team, Steve, and actually the third best for a team in league history.
And as we talked about earlier, Kevin, it wasn't just the makes, it was the attempts. I mean, this is a club that can slash and attack the basket. They finished second in the NBA in free throw attempts. So what a combination to be able to get to the rim, get to the free throw line, and then convert.
Pocket 6. But they get it back.
There's another opportunity, and everything's going right for these guys.
Durant with the steal. Here's the great one. And wow, he nails the buzzer beater.
Boy, a big bonus for them to end the quarter as he beats the buzzer.
Talk about maximizing every last possession you've got. Right there, it was done.
And the first half is now in the books. Thunder lead by 8.
And now, brought to you by Sprint.
I'm Damon Bruce. Thanks for joining us on the Halftime Show. Oklahoma City up on top against New Orleans. They've gotten a tremendous boost from their reserves, going to them early in the game for production. The great one really playing effortlessly. He's got 14 points, and his defense has been very solid. He's been bothering shots. He's keeping his hands active, making it difficult for guys to score on him. And for the Pelicans, they're still gutting it out. It's been a tough start for them this season, looking to get back on the winning track. The first half performance by Eric Gordon, just terrific. Always a threat to go off in any given game, and he hasn't disappointed. And now we'll send you back to New Orleans Arena for the start of the second half.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
And we welcome you back to more NBA action. Players looking hydrated and plenty of Gatorade to help them get their job done tonight. It's been one outstanding game from the great one.
I like that he didn't force anything in that first half. His decision-making was really flawless.
That being the case, Steve, I think they want him to be more assertive in the second half. Look to take more shots. Be a little more shot hungry, even the tough ones.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. Taking a look at the Thunder. Ran outside at the three with Ibaka playing the power forward. Russell Westbrook out there with the great one, and it's Perkins in at the center position. Gordon the pass to Holiday. Anderson outside. Beyond the arc. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Holiday's got 6 assists in the game.
That is not enough coverage. Got to do better than that defensively. Basically no coverage. I mean, defense did not look very good there.
And Doris Burke has a report for us from the sideline.
Gentlemen, Tyreek Evans is now on a new team in New Orleans with a brand new 4-year contract. The former Rookie of the Year in Sacramento, but some of the teams felt he hadn't developed the way they had hoped. Clearly, the Pelicans felt differently. They hope to vie for a playoff spot this season, with Evans' versatility enabling him to play multiple positions. He said, quote, "I'm about winning," adding that whether it's starting or coming off the bench in a Manu Ginobili type role, he's on board. Guys?
He's done a great job. Thanks, Doris. Westbrook passes to the great one. Off the mark and a bad shot there.
Another season and another drop in the numbers from Tyreek Evans, including his minutes. But if you look at his percentages, he's the most efficient scoring of his career so far. A lot has been said about him slumping since his historic 25-5 rookie season, but fans should be encouraged by how he played.
Don't leave Holiday open.
Outside Holiday. Kicks it to Gordon. Plenty of room to knock down the shot. Gordon's got 16 points. And for Tyreek Evans, a player who's had the ball in his hands his whole life, it's had to, be a tough adjustment, learning to play off the ball.
Yeah, I think that's been the big challenge. And he's not a great shooter, so players who are used to handling the ball and don't shoot particularly well, now all of a sudden it's a really big adjustment trying to figure out that new position.
And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
I thought it really worked out well. The 76ers gave Holiday that big extension prior to last season. He rewarded them with an all-star year. And, of course, then he was eventually moved on to the Pelicans in a draft day deal. But a lot of value in Drew Holiday.
Stolen by Evans. The drive by Gordon. To tie. Back to Evans. Outside Holiday. In low to Davis. Out of bounds. Oklahoma City takes possession. And now a look at the upcoming schedule for the New Orleans Pelicans. And at home for the next game, it'll be Detroit pulling into town. And that's the third of 4 straight played at home. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Holiday against Westbrook. Right side Durant. Evans is there. 6 to shoot. Westbrook drives in. No dice from the high post. And going back to Holiday, rewarding the Sixers with an all-star season, and Clark still young as well.
I like what I've seen from this young man. He'll continue to improve. I like that he was more aggressive using his size and getting to the rim, increased his free throw attempt. He's got to learn to continue to minimize those turnovers and get outside of the top 2 in the league in most turnovers committed. That's something that I'm sure he'll be locked into getting better at.
Back to Anderson for the lead. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Westbrook's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Ibaka sets the pick for Westbrook. Here's the great one. And it's out of bounds to the Pelicans. And here's the upcoming schedule for the Thunder. Next up will be a home game matched up against the Pacers. That game is the first and last of their homestand.
I know I'll be looking out for the final score of that Pacers game. I think it should be close.
New Orleans has gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight and nailed 5 of them. And Holiday kicks to Davis. And that'll be Oklahoma City's ball as it goes out of bounds.
Such a careless pass. You've got to keep your head in the game here.
Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Ibaka with the screen on Holiday. Westbrook drives in. Can't get it to go. And New Orleans will come the other way.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots just have not dropped for him today.
And at home for the next game, it'll be Detroit pulling into town. And that'll be the third of the 4 straight at home. Anderson against Ibaka. Anderson dishes to Holiday. Back to Anderson. Outside Holiday. Shot clock at 5. Oklahoma City's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half.
Well, this season, a new mascot, new team colors, and a brand new state-of-the-art 50,000 square foot practice facility for the Pelicans. It's not just a new paint job, folks. This is a franchise doing some exciting stuff.
And that one's good. And that's 18 points for the great one.
Well, he recognized the advantage size-wise, and he went right at the defender. That's how you do it.
Now here is Holiday. He's got 9. Gordon with it. Westbrook picks him up. There's the triple. Kept alive. Moves back up. And it's laid in by Gordon. Gordon's got 4 points this quarter.
If you battle for the offensive rebound and come up with it, you're guaranteed a high-quality shot on the follow, just like he got there.
That is good. And Clark, you mentioned the new colors for the Pelicans. No longer the purple, teal, and gold of the Hornets, but blue, gold, and red from the city flag of New Orleans. Steve, looks pretty good.
It does look good. And remember the other connections. I mean, the blue is featured on the Louisiana State flag. Gold, a Mardi Gras color, of course. And then you think about the connection to the plumage of the brown pelican, which I've studied for years. And then, of course, red. I mean, the red represents... I have no idea what red represents, Kevin.
Here's Westbrook. And it falls over the rim and in. Westbrook's got 10 points in the game. Here's Holiday. Evans up top. The kick out to Holiday. Back to Evans. There's the screen. 6 on the shot clock. Count it, and the foul. It's on Kevin Durant.
Not much the defense can do once he gets to the bucket.
Jeremy Lamb's checked in for Oklahoma City. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Oklahoma City.
Their defense has been outstanding, Kevin. Closing out on shots, blocking a lot of them as well.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
In Westbrook, here we go. Durant from downtown. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Holiday's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Banked in off the glass. Holiday's got 11 points.
Boy, they are just destroying them in the paint.
You could say that again, Steve. The defenders just aren't aggressive enough down low.
Westbrook gets to Durant. Pulls up. Durant with another miss.
Boy, you wonder what the score of this game would be if they weren't pulling down all these rebounds.
Love what I'm seeing from them in the paint.
Outside Holiday. It's Evans on the wing. Oh, what a great finish as he gets bumped on his way up. He'll go to the line and try to check out another.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
And giving up these easy chances is going to do wonders for their confidence.
Derek Fisher's checked in for Oklahoma City. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. The feed to Durant. He dishes it to Ibaka. Shot to stop the run, and that's 2 points on the layup. Ibaka's got 6 points. New Orleans in the lead. Here's Roberts. He kicks to Gordon. Rejected by Ibaka. And the Thunder pushing it up now. The great one passes to Lamb. And the shot is good. 14 points for him.
I'd say that fast break went according to plan.
Yeah, it sure did. A good job getting it started and a better job finishing it off.
Roberts dishes to Gordon. Right at the free throw line. That one rolling around and rims out.
Looked like he rushed that one, guys. The defense was out of position. He was wide open, just couldn't take advantage.
Let's go to our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, what do you have?
Well, guys, an aggressive move by the Pelicans front office on draft day, trading away the rights to Nerlens Noel and their 2014 pick in order to acquire the Sixers' young all-star point guard, Drew Holiday. Clearly, a mandate from ownership to accelerate the rebuild process and win now. And they gave up a lot, but in Holiday, they have a proven player, and he's still just 23 years of age. He can grow with the team. Kevin?
They certainly seem to be headed in the right direction, Doris, with a good core of talent.
You look at Tyreek Evans, and he has the physical tools to excel at all facets of the game, but one habit that he can get into which holds him back is that sometimes he can get caught watching the play instead of being part of it.
Heard the whistle and still kept his focus, able to knock that down.
And that is not easy, Steve. I mean, to take the bump, to maintain control of your body, and put it in the hole, tremendous play.
Catching up on the changes for New Orleans. Darius Miller, he's checked in for Anderson. And it's Calderon in for Eric Gordon. And Roberts kicks to Evans. The dish to Roberts. Back to Evans. New Orleans moving it around. Now Calderon. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. Here's the great one, defended by Roberts. No good from Lamb. And for Evans, so used to playing Steve with the ball in his hands.
Yeah, but the best slashers also can make those dive cuts without the ball on the weak side. And I think that's where Evans can possibly find some easy points playing that position.
Fisher with the ball. He passes it to the great one. The finger roll finish at the bucket. The great one's got 11 points here in just the second half. New Orleans has gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Calderon passes to Miller. Roberts. Pass to Calderon. Takes a 3. Shot's good. Calderon's got his first 3 points of the game. Clark, third quarter here, and 5 lead changes so far.
Yeah, it's really been a bit of a tug of war. Back and forth we go.
Yeah, both teams playing well. Neither club able to pull away.
And Lamb kicks to Fisher. There's a good screen. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. Fisher's got 6.
That's just a case of two teammates working perfectly together. One setting the screen and the other using it to get that separation.
Hey, we all know how hard it was for the Thunder going into last season to trade away their 6-man star, James Harden, but it was something that had to be done. They really missed his playmaking ability, though, and I think they missed him in the locker room, too.
Here's Evans. Rebounded by Serge Ibaka. Ibaka's got 6 rebounds in the game. And Fisher kicks to Ibaka. Gets it to go. Ibaka's got 4 this quarter. And for the Thunder, a financial decision to trade away Harden. They've already tied up Steve Money in big contracts to Durant and to Westbrook, Ibaka, and Perkins.
And Kevin, I think a lot of people questioned why they didn't keep Harden and maybe move Ibaka or Perkins. I think Perkins would have been maybe the best option, but he's really looked at as their best post defender and a guy who brings leadership and toughness. So it was a very difficult decision, but there's no doubt this team missed James Harden.
And here's Fisher. He's got 6. 26 seconds left in the third. Passes it to the group. And that basket's going to count, folks. Gets the goaltending call right there.
He thought he had that one clean, but the ref saw it differently. They'll count the basket.
Now you can tell what the crowd thinks about that call.
Yeah, they erupted as soon as the whistle blew.
Now here's Rivers, averaging 6 points per contest. And Roberts kicks to Rivers. From the arc. And no good trying to get that one. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here.
On stands now. Grab the latest issue of 2K Style Magazine. The great one appearing on the front cover. An NBA idol dressed for success.
All right, the fourth quarter of action getting underway. We've had a great one so far with both sides coming to play. Evans and Anderson, the forwards. Austin Rivers is out there with Holiday, and it's Davis in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. It's the Pelicans 5. Holiday dishes to Davis. Back to Holiday. Takes one up. Russell Westbrook with the rebound. The Thunder with the lead. Here's Jackson. The pass to the great one. Anthony Davis with the rebound. Davis has got his 8th rebound here tonight. Holiday goes in. He feeds it to Evans. Dishes it to Rivers. 13 feet away. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Westbrook's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Can't hit the short-range fadeaway.
You can see how much the defense respects him. I mean, they were all over him on that one.
And Holiday throws it down. Savage, that's the way to get some momentum on your side.
Absolutely, those dunks can really have a... deflating effect on the defense.
And especially coming from a guy out of the backcourt.
Pass to Durant. Here's the great one, defended by Anderson. The great one gets it to go. The great one's got 29.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the league.
Now Holiday. Holiday off a pick from Anderson. Holiday with it. Now guarded by the great one. Davis, the pass to Anderson. Feeds to Holiday. Westbrook with the steal. It's 2-on-1. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
He's just blazing fast off the dribble. He comes right at you. He's constantly attacking. And even if you try to anticipate what's coming, he still seems to either go around you or just right over the top of you.
Really, he's got that bull in a china shop style once he gets into the lane. I mean, he's looking for contact and has the strength and jumping ability to take the bump and still finish.
change here. Ibaka's checked in. Gordon goes in. And it's blocked. We're in the fourth quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone. The great one passes to Westbrook. Ibaka sets the pick for Westbrook. Ibaka with the screen on Holiday. Westbrook double team. The great one. He's covered by Anderson. The shot's good from the great one.
His work at the offensive end has been phenomenal. Maybe reason number one, they're ahead.
Pelicans trail by 6. Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. Westbrook against Holiday. Shot clock at 6. The feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful.
I'll tell you what, the defender didn't even get a sniff of him on that move to the hoop.
The Thunder leading by 4. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Passes it to the great one. Pelicans pull it in. Evans with it. Anderson, a screen on Durant. And stolen by Perkins. The great one passes to Durant. Stolen by Evans. And here's Holiday. Back to Davis. The kick out to Holiday. Davis against Perkins. There's the pass to the great one.
Durant.
Outside Westbrook. Just 5 on the clock. Stolen by Anderson. And here we go. Fast break. Evans has got it. Out of bounds. Pelicans ball as New Orleans keeps possession. Westbrook against Holiday. Davis gets to Holiday. Evans outside. Durant with the steal. And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
Tell you what, he's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Absolutely insane with that dunk.
Well, now they're starting to rub it in, aren't they? Have build up a lead, and here we go, folks. It's showtime.
And why not? I mean, the more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys on the ropes.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans.
Young teams, guys, tend to get run over in the Western Conference, and the Pelicans were a young team last year, and guess what? They got run over. In a conference where everybody needs to be tough to even think about the playoffs, New Orleans really was overmatched.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Yes, Kevin, Monty Williams was just going over the plan with his team. He gave his guys the green light to keep firing from downtown, telling them, listen, I like the work you're doing out there. Keep finding those gaps on the perimeter. They're giving us open shots.
Just 3 to shoot, and out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession. And Clark, as you said with the Pelicans last year in their final year as the Hornets, you know, the West just ate them alive as they put up a 15-37 record, Steve, against the rest of the conference.
And it wasn't just any one division. It was every division in the West. But look, the conference was loaded. The Pelicans, or at least I should say the Hornets, at the time were a young team. They weren't going anywhere, not enough talent. But they're on the rise now. They've added some significant talent.
Holiday against Westbrook. Holiday attacking on the wing, Evans. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. And that's now 19 points for Tyreke Evans. Oklahoma City leading by 6. Now here's Westbrook.
Look at that athletic play. Incredible.
Wow. Now, Clark, that is just ridiculous.
Absolutely filthy. I don't
come
remember
on.
ever seeing a dunk like that in a game. I certainly can't remember the last time I saw one.
Oh, man, that was just amazing.
Holiday against Westbrook. And Holiday kicks to Evans. The jump hook. Bank shot, no good. And the Thunder with possession. They're on a 12-4 run. Kicks to Westbrook. Westbrook gets a screen from Ibaka. Westbrook with it, and Holiday picks him up defensively. And stolen by Gordon. Here we go with Gordon. Nobody back.
Textbook example there of how to use defense to create offense.
Yes, beautiful transition play after the steal all the way to the basket.
Wasted no time going from defense to offense.
Well, it feels like they're starting to pick up the intensity as the game itself starts to get a little more tight and close.
Come on, back it up, man.
So here's Westbrook. He passes to the great one. Outside Durant. Pass to the great one. Another shot. He lays it in. The great one's got 8 points in the quarter.
These defenders are not putting up much of a fight on the interior. It's been embarrassing. That's 10 consecutive points allowed in the lane.
And that's not the kind of streak you want to have if you're playing defense.
Davis dishes to Evans. Anderson is screen on Durant. Evans passes to Anderson. He got an advantage there off the pick and took it right in.
Well, they were sleeping on defense. The defense really didn't do its job. I mean, a little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint. That's costly.
Well, and at this stage of such a tight game, I think this is when tired legs start to show. And the defense can become vulnerable in the low block.
Westbrook kicks to Perkins. Back to Westbrook. Six to shoot. Outside Durant. The 3-ball. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Davis has got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done.
You know, normally when you dominate on the glass, it really shows up on the scoreboard, but not so much here today.
You're right, Steve. Typically, it is a good barometer that indicates who's winning, but not so.
Set it up.
Here's the great one. Lays it up and banks it in. The great one's got 37.
He's just been the man since the start of this quarter, and just a tremendous period of basketball for him.
Outside Gordon. The feed now to Holiday. Smooth as silk on the finger roll. Holiday's got 6 in the quarter.
Brought back the finger roll. That's a nice finesse move to pull off with the defense all over.
He dishes it to Durant. Passes to the great one. Outside for Durant. The pass to the great one. That's good, and a nice assist from Durant. Durant's got 5 assists in the game.
And as hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan should be simple. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Holiday dishes to Anderson. Goes up on the high post. And the rejection by Ibaka. Here's the great one. Defended by Gordon. Holiday against Westbrook. Pass to the great one. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
He's playing with an edge here, playing extremely well offensively here in the second half.
They got to keep fighting their way to the line, guys. This half, it's been nothing but success for them there.
And their confidence has to just continue to go up the longer the perfection continues.
Holiday against Westbrook. A shot by Holiday, no good.
Well contested shot there.
And that's the key defensively. You got to make them work for it, challenge every shot.
And now here comes Gordon leading the break. Davis the pass to Anderson. And that'll be Oklahoma City's ball as it goes out of bounds. The Thunder leading by 8. Here's the great one. And he makes good on the way. The great one's got 44.
And their field goal percentage continues. Continues to climb. They've really shot the ball well here today so far.
Yeah, and it's all about quality shot selection, smart shot selection. They've been very patient on offense.
And Holiday kicks to Gordon. Back to Holiday. Westbrook with the steal. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Durant.
Wrestle.
Shoots. And again, it's Oklahoma City.
And of all the things about him that you like, offensively, it's his composure that jumps out at me. The way he never gets rattled. The defense can get in him. He doesn't care. He just continues to do his thing.
And there's something else on his resume that can't be overlooked. Just how many times he's taken over at the end of close games and carried his team to the win.
And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Yeah, close, but I didn't think he got on balance quickly enough.
And it's hard to draw charges as quick as players are at this level. That's not an easy bit of work there.
Here's Davis. Shakes off the strong D and gets to the bucket for 2. And he's now got the double-double. 10 points and 10 rebounds. Here's the great one. And that one is hammered home.
They didn't take their time wrapping this game up. They pretty much did it in a hurry.
Yeah, they had a nice spurt to polish this one off.
There's 47 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And here's Anderson from the arc. And then Gordon with the dunk.
And that just shows you why it's so important to win the second shot game.
Yeah, you know, those second shots are usually the easy ones, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, because the defense is out of position on the shot attempt and in terms of rebounding lanes.
Ibaka sets the bid for Westbrook. Passes it to the great one. Trying his luck deep. And that's collected by Drew Holiday.
Yeah, no way you can come back from this deficit.
Just not enough time left on the clock.
And that's out of bounds. New Orleans will retain possession. And the Pelicans with possession here. Trailing by 10. A nice shot by Rivers.
Perfect inbounds pass and an easy 2 points.
Shot by Roberts, no good. The shot is good from the Great One. The Great One's got 48.
Well, the fans already heading for the exits, clearly not pleased with the way their home team played here today.
And they shouldn't be pleased. I mean, it's a very well-deserved win, Steve. They came into this building and weren't intimidated at all. They were the aggressors.
So it's Oklahoma City picking up the win. They came, they saw, they conquered.
Hey, Kevin, to me, any win is a good win.
Well, that'll do it. For Doris Burke, Steve Kerr, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying so long. We'll see you next time. And as we leave, we give you our Jordan Player of the Game, the Great One.
You really set the tone defensively, getting your career high in blocks and then some. How important to your overall game is it for you to make an impact on the defensive end?
It goes a long way. I can really open things up for my teammates when I'm locked in on defense. Getting fast breaks started, getting the guys some easy buckets, and taking the other team out of their rhythm, all of that is huge in terms of the team's success. So it was nice to be able to contribute with all the blocks tonight, especially since it helped open things up more for the rest of the guys.
Like the legend of the Phoenix, all ends with beginnings. What keeps the planet spinning? Force from the beginning. Look. We've come too far to give up who we are. So let's raise the bar and our cause to the stars. She's up all night to the sun. I'm up all night to get some. She's up all night. present has no ribbon.